motivation is a very important factor. What is it that actually motivates you to act on your realization? And my first insight is that adversity can be your biggest motivator. The second thing is, moving in one direction is fine. As you go along, there's lots of things you do to get along, lots of efforts you make to try and get ahead. And then there are things, whether you call it luck or you call it opportunity or you call it coincidence, something happens, and that's an opportunity. The key is being able to recognize opportunity. That ability to say, my God, this could be a massive opportunity, is something that needs to be acted on. And to act on it, you need to be able to recognize the opportunities. So that's my second insight. Opportunities don't come with marching brass bands. Thirdly, when you reach a level of success, it's very important to see what else you can do, where else you can move from there. Because resting on your laurels can be dangerous. It can be stagnating. So for you to grow and your vision to grow and your evolution to be complete, beyond success, you have to look at what lies beyond that success and what else you can do. So my third insight is, success is not an end, there are other worlds to conquer. Now, there are stories behind these. Coming back to the first insight, which was adversity can be your biggest motivator. My family was a remarkable family. My parents were Oxford educated, but they were very idealistic people. They fought for the freedom of the country. After independence, they chose spiritual paths. So even though they were intellectually and culturally very rich, economically, I won't say they're poor, but let's say lower middle class economically. And as a result, I got my admission to St. Stephen's College in Delhi, but I had to pay my way there. I had to work. So I worked with All India Radio and Television. And it was really hard. It was tiring. And one day, while coming back from the radio station, I was sitting in this auto, and as it was going along, it hit a real bad khadda. And my head banged violently against the danda on top of the auto. And I was in pain and furious, and I looked up and I saw this plane flying. I said to myself, one day corporations will fly me across the world. That was the anger that crash with the bar in the auto generated, but it also was my motivation. As a result, when I finished college, I came to the city where there were corporations, which is Bombay, Mumbai today, Bombay then. And that in turn led to my working with advertising, where I worked for Ogilvy, Mather and Lintas as their film chief. So corporations did fly me across the world for that period of time, at least all across India. Then I moved over to the film world. So I entered the industry. I had one very big hit film called Kache Dhage with Raj Khosla, signed up a film called Nagin. And then the Italians came to India looking for a character called Sandokan, which was going to be the lead of a television series in Italy. And they had come on a tour of Asia, looking at 10 cities in Asia to find Sandokan. And the first person they met in the first city they came to was me. And they said, will you come to Rome at your own expense to do a screen test? Now, I could have said, what nonsense. I'm an established actor. How dare you say at your own expense? You want to audition me, you fly me. But I said, no, I'll come. No problems. So, because I was able to recognize that this might be a life-changing opportunity. And it was. Because that series I went on to complete became the biggest hit in European television. Its TRPs have not been matched till today. People remember me for that series till today. Every generation in Italy and Europe has seen that series till today. And if I had stood on pride and ego and said, no, pay for me to come, I'd have lost it. So the important thing is learning to recognize opportunity when you see it. Then, when Sandokan became this incredible success, and this is my third point, success is not an end, there are other worlds to conquer. For all my success, Italy could not cast me in any other role. I was the quintessential, iconic Sandokan. So success became a trap. I realized also that having reached this level of success, I couldn't build on it further in Europe. And what else remained? Either go back to India or push forward. So I said, let's go to Hollywood. So I went on to Hollywood. In Hollywood, I certainly was a working actor. I may not have been Hollywood's biggest star, but at the end of the day, to have established a career on 3 continents, starting out of Bollywood, going to Europe, going to America, and that actually was the greatest satisfaction of all.